Jonathan Gresham making his row debut tonight, and finally he's here at the Reality of Wrestling. You know, Brad, we've heard a lot about this young star from Japan.
You know, we had Matt training from the dojos in Tokyo, Japan. He now makes his debut at Reality of Wrestling.
The cowboy BRYAN KEITH. The fastest kick in the Southwest.
Right you are, Matt, the Lone Ranger of the row. BRYAN KEITH here, ready to get this Comic Palooza crowd all riled up.
BRYAN KEITH has been improving week after week, Brad. We've seen some incredible action from him, including what can only be described as a tremendous contest between he and Alex Reigns just a few weeks ago, but still looking for his first victory on Row TV.
And you know, you talk about Alex Reigns, the only man to ever kick out of the Beast Samoan drop. Not only kicking out of it, surviving 2 of them, and BRYAN KEITH took Alex Reigns to the limit and almost got his first major win here in Reality of Wrestling.
BRYAN KEITH has been facing top talent across the row, and tonight he takes on Jonathan Gresham from the land of the rising sun to Houston, Texas. As you stated earlier, Brad, Gresham from the dojos of Japan. A completely different style cover here, and just a 1 count. Going to have to do more than that.
BRYAN KEITH looking for an early upset. You know, that just proves to you that he wants this win. He needs that high-profile win in his favor to catapult him to the top of Reality of Wrestling.
And that is exactly what BRYAN KEITH is looking for, that watershed victory to take him to the next level. But he has a tall order ahead of him tonight. Surprising power along with that quickness from Jonathan Gresham. Gresham, waist lock from behind, reversal here from KEITH. It is starting to break loose in there, Brad. Look at these 2 competitors in an arm drag from BRYAN KEITH, the cowboy of Reality of Wrestling.
And you know, Jonathan Gresham isn't going to be a guy who's going to give up real easy here in his debut at the Reality of Wrestling. You know, and you said he is from the land of the rising sun. He was trained by some of the best professional wrestlers in Japan. You got to understand that it's not just it's more than just a different country. It's a whole different world and experience over in Japan. So let's see how he can adapt here to an American audience.
And BRYAN KEITH as well. I know you talked to him personally in the back earlier today, Brad. What does this matchup mean to BRYAN KEITH tonight?
You're right. You know, I talked to him earlier, and he told me that if he can get this win over Jonathan Gresham tonight, he thinks that win will solidify him at the Summer of Champions pay-per-view. That he said if he can get this 3 count, he will be on the first ever pay-per-view from Reality of Wrestling, Summer of Champions, July 26th.
That's exactly right. July 26th, Summer of Champions, the first pay-per-view for Reality of Wrestling, and you can find out more about that right now if you visit realityofwrestling.com.
You know, I like to get my updates from Twitter. I go to the official row.
I'm a
Twitter guy. You know, I'm a social media maven, you might say.
Some would believe that your hair has its own Twitter account. Can you confirm or deny this?
You know, I can confirm that the account exists. I don't know who started it, but I have my suspicions.
Yes, you do. Well, back in the ring right now, one thing that is not suspicious or suspect in any way is that wrist lock, BRYAN KEITH, and some tremendous chain wrestling on Jonathan Gresham. Gresham rolls through, though. Look at that style, that Japanese style right there. Excellent work from Gresham.
Just as bad as BRYAN KEITH needs this win, Jonathan Gresham needs this win. He needs to prove to the Reality of Wrestling nation that he has what it takes to make it here in the row, and that he might be on the Summer of Champions page.
This is Gresham's debut of the Reality of Wrestling, and it has been a good one so far.
And these 2 are just slugging it out with each other. This is what I like. Oh!
In addition to them being the quickest kicks in the Southwest, they are also some of the most powerful, but Gresham coming back Both of these competitors taking each other to new limits here tonight, Brad.
You know, right you are, Matt. And oh, look at the strength
beautiful
from
German
Gresham.
suplex.
Oh.
2. Oh, and comes out of it. Nice reversal. What a maneuver here from Bryan Keith, trying to get Gresham to tap out in the middle of the ring.
He's working on that arm. He is working on the arm. He's tearing at the tendons.
And you've got to believe that those nights, those long nights at the dojo prepared Gresham to hang on just a little bit longer right there, Brad.
It's all about discipline in the Japanese culture and being able to withstand tremendous pain.
But Gresham coming right back.
And being able to come back from it and recover rapidly. Gresham saw him coming.
Bryan Keith dumped to the outside. And Gresham, what a fantastic maneuver. Jonathan Gresham, very impressive in his debut.
He is not leaving anything up to chance.
We've heard all about him, and now he's on the top rope, bringing Common Palooza to his feet. Shooting star press from Gresham. Cover. 2. He got him. Jonathan Gresham out of nowhere.
In his Reality of Wrestling debut.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jonathan Gresham.
From the land of the rising sun to the Row Nation, Jonathan Gresham with a monstrous victory here tonight at Comic Palooza over Bryan Keith. What does this mean for the future of this young man? We go back and take a look at this replay. Jonathan Gresham, what more can you say? A high-risk maneuver to perfection and a shooting star press.
Jonathan Gresham definitely on a high right now after that win, but Bryan Keith has to be disappointed, and he didn't get the win he was looking for here tonight.
Still searching for his first victory on Reality of Wrestling Television.